Whisper and Brazil came in and they gave me a lap dance and then they both started having sex with me and then Brazil said he's already got a fucking condom on and then she pulled off the condom and I said see Roulette this is what I mean and she said I understand now and then Roulette said Whisper honey I know it's been a while for you so go a bit easy on him okay and she said I ain't going to hurt him or anything like that I just want to have sex with him and I looked at Brazil and she didn't say anything she just started sucking my penis really hard and deep throating my member and then I came in her mouth and she swallowed it and then she just kept sucking my member ravenously and I came inside her mouth like 4 times already and then she had sex with me in every position for about nearly 2 hours and then she finally let Whisper have me and she said damn I've been waiting long enough and then Whisper was slower and more sensual and Brazil was fast and hard and a bit rough like a porn star by the time I was done with them I came inside of both their vaginas and I even covered their boobs with my white juice and then they ate it all and swallowed with lewd expressions on their faces and then they continued to have sex me with some more and then Whisper had a massive orgasm and she went cross-eyed and she started moaning loudly and she started laughing and she said oh my god baby yes I love you and then Roulette said I don't know how much longer I can just stand here and watch this and then Roulette finally undressed and then she decided to have sex with me again as well and then Brazil woke back up and I'm pretty sure by the time I was done all these women now loved me and they want to have my babies. Brazil actually did say she wants me to knock her up so I did have sex with her a lot longer because that's what she wanted and she also wanted me to get her pregnant so I did but I think she just told me that so she could have sex with me longer because I know she enjoyed it way too much just like Whisper did. Brazil went to sleep again but Whisper woke up again and she made love to me that night passionately and she was sweating passionately and Roulette also made love to me passionately the same way and I looked at my watch and I realized it's the weekend which means we have been in here for damn near 4 days and that's just fucking crazy and I guess I am still clocked in at work I don't know and right now about 3 beautiful naked women were laying down on top of me and I couldn't help but smile and I said wow these women are absolutely gorgeous and Whisper opened her beautiful blue eyes and I asked her is that your real eyes or just contacts and she said well it's my real eyes and I said you have beautiful eyes then if that's your natural eye color anyway and she said my god how do you still have an erection and I said I don't know every time I see a beautiful woman I naturally get aroused and then something natural happens. Whisper I don't know what else to tell you. Whisper it's just natural baby and she started giggling and then she started giving me oral pleasure again and then she started riding my member ravenously in the cowgirl position and she said my god I don't know what it is about you but I just don't want to stop having sex with you it feels so fucking good oh baby yes and then Whisper had another massive orgasm and it's a real one and I said now that's a real orgasm and then I gave her oral pleasure and she loved it and she even went cross-eyed again and then she sucked my member ravenously again and then I came very fast inside her mouth and then I said okay I'm done and then they continued to sleep for a while longer and I got my clothes back on and I went home to take a shower and before I went back into the pleasure room with some of the strippers again I made sure I handled business at the casino strip club and they agreed to pay Uncle Clifford 50% of the casino strip club commissions. I managed to work out a deal to keep both businesses afloat and now the time had come for me Lil Murda and Keyshawn and Rome sorry bud to go on the road together but this time we have a very nice SUV and a very nice RV thanks to me and Lil Murda and then that's when Lil Murda decided to go pick up his old friend Big Teak and I was also extra security for Lil Murda and Big Teak said I heard about you inside they said that you're a local hero in Chucalissa County they call you the Invincible Man and he said you're kinda handsome for a white man and I said thanks man for the compliment but I'm straight sorry about that fella no offense and Big Teak said none taken at least you let me know up front unlike some people I know and then he looked at Lil Murda and then Lil Murda grunted loudly and said alright man let's get the fuck out of here because I don't like being near prisons for too long because they make me feel claustrophobic and all that shit I just feel terrible when I'm around a prison man.